Hello friends, welcome to today's daily devotion. We're still in the 9th chapter of Matthew's Gospel. Today we are reading verses 27 through 30. Hear now these words. As Jesus went on from there, two blind men followed him, calling out, "Have mercy on us, Son of David." And when Jesus had gone indoors, the blind men came to him, and he asked them, Do you believe that I am able to do this?" "Yes, Lord," they replied. Then Jesus touched their eyes and said, "According to your faith, let it be done to you." And their sight was restored. The 9th chapter of Matthew's Gospel seems to be a series of stories about restoration, about Jesus healing. And here it's two blind men. And what I find fascinating is these are two blind men. That means they cannot see, and yet they are following Jesus. Now, let that sink in just for a moment. Blind men are following Jesus. How is that possible? If they can't see him, how in the world can they follow him? Well, I think they had two things going for them. Number one is they had the absolute belief that they could follow Jesus. And two, most blind people will tell you that their other senses get heightened when they aren't able to see. And so I think that they are able to hear him, they're able to smell the crowds following him, and they're probably also grabbing on to someone else that they know is following Jesus and can see where Jesus is going. And so they are able, in spite of their physical limitations, able to continue to follow Jesus. But they're not just following Jesus passively, they are actively following Jesus. They are crying out, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on us." They are calling out for the Lord. And then Jesus brings them to him and says, "Do you believe that I can do this for you?" And they unequivocally say, "Yes." And Jesus then says, "According to your faith, let it be done for you." Well, have you been following Jesus as fervently and as passionately as these two did? Have you been going after Jesus even when it doesn't seem easy, when you seem limited, when you seem to have other things all in the way? Do you still follow Jesus? Do you still cry out to him? I think too many of us these days take a very passive approach to our faith. We'll claim to be followers of Jesus, but what are we doing to actually indicate following? Are we just following along tangentially? If Jesus happens to show up when we're somewhere, then yeah, that's great, but we don't think about Jesus. We aren't pursuing him. We're not calling out to him. I think much of Christianity has fallen asleep, and we don't pursue the healing that Jesus is willing to do for us. If we would fervently believe, wouldn't it be amazing to see what could happen if we had such a faith that Jesus could do something that if he asked you, "Do you believe I can do this?" and you can say yes, and he says, "According to your faith, may it be done for you." We have too little faith in the restorative properties, the restorative power of Jesus. So today, stake a claim, stake a big claim, and see what Jesus can do. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.